the belt tighten, he would say, "You're like a sack of potatoes tied up in the middle ugly." And I used to get sort of depressed about that and have another chocolate.
He was a legend, the man who brought style, charm, and a razor-sharp wit to the role of James Bond. Roger Moore became an icon, a gentleman, a hero on screen. But behind the glitz and glamour, behind the smooth smile and those witty one-liners, there were tensions, conflicts, silent feuds. And now, years after the cameras stopped rolling, Roger Moore finally broke his silence, revealing the co-stars he absolutely couldn't stand working with. Buckle up, this is the Bond story you never saw coming. He was a legend. Roger Moore always came across as calm, collected, the ultimate professional. But during the filming of The Man with the Golden Gun, things weren't so smooth behind the scenes.
Empty rooms, faded light, memories whispered through the night. Every promise lost in time, left alone with reasons why.
Co-star, legendary actor Christopher Lee, who played the villain Scaramanga, had a vibe that clashed hard with Moore's laid-back charm. Roger once admitted in a candid interview, "Christopher was an incredible actor, but he took things far too seriously. He wouldn't smile, wouldn't joke. It made the set feel heavy."
Rain falls on my window pane, echoes of your voice remain. Wishing I could turn away, but the hurt is here to stay.
On-screen rivalry, realer than we thought. And while they were both pros, the icy tension between Bond and Scaramanga didn't end when the cameras stopped rolling. He was a legend. Now, let's talk about the real bombshell. Grace Jones. She played Mayday in A View to a Kill, and let's just say Moore was not a fan. In his memoir, Roger recalled, "Grace was a hurricane. You never knew what she'd do. One moment she's dancing in her trailer, the next she's refusing to come to set. One day she reportedly showed up hours late, leaving Moore waiting in full costume while the crew sat around helplessly." Eventually, Moore had enough. He told the producers, "If she's not on time tomorrow, I'm not showing up either." The Bond charm, still there, but the patience, gone. He was a legend. But it wasn't just movies. Moore also had a rocky partnership in the TV series The Persuaders with Hollywood star Tony Curtis. On camera, they looked like the perfect buddy cop duo. Off camera, not even close. Moore, the refined Englishman, Curtis, the brash American. Curtis would often try to upstage Moore, stealing lines, ad-libbing, trying to hog the spotlight. Moore, furious, went straight to the producers. The tension grew so thick you could cut it with a martini glass. The show was canceled after just one season, and Moore later confessed it was exhausting. He was a legend. Roger Moore had a reputation, polite, elegant, always diplomatic. But beneath that tailored tuxedo, he hid frustration, resentment. He wouldn't lash out publicly, not during his prime, but in later years, through interviews and memoirs, he let the truth spill out. The late arrivals, the diva behavior, the ego wars. Whether it was Grace Jones, Christopher Lee, or Tony Curtis, Roger had had enough. In his own words, "They were brilliant actors, no doubt, but some people you just wouldn't work with again if you had the choice." He was a legend. Roger Moore passed away in 2017, leaving behind a legacy not just as James Bond, but as a class act. He was funny, elegant, and deeply respected in the industry. But even the smoothest gentleman had his breaking points. And now, looking back, we see a fuller picture of the man behind the martini. A man who smiled in public and silently endured behind the scenes. So next time you watch a classic Bond film, just remember, that charming scene may have come after hours of drama, feuds, and fire. Because in Hollywood, even the most perfect shot hides 1,000 untold stories. He was a legend. If you enjoyed this inside look into Roger Moore's hidden stories, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more true Hollywood tales. And tell us in the comments, who's your favorite Bond actor of all time? We've got more secrets, scandals, and behind-the-scenes drama coming your way. So stay tuned, because in this channel, the truth always finds the spotlight.